So this is Manchester City Stadium. There are two Premier League clubs, both very successful in Manchester, and this is the club in the east of the city, Manchester City. So let's now go down and have a look. So this is the Etihad Stadium. You can see it up there, Manchester City Stadium, of course. And there's supporters clubs all over Britain and, of course, all over the world. And over there you can see some of the many supporters clubs that there are in Etihad Stadium. Three of the great distinguished players of Manchester City: Colin Bell, Francis Lee and Mike Summerby, and their other names. And it is obviously a magnificent stadium. The Etihad Stadium was actually built for the Commonwealth Games. The club moved to Main Road, which would be the city's home for the next 80 years, it says there. And of course in 2023 they moved here to the Etihad, which was, I say, specially built for the Commonwealth Games. And so three of the great players in the past: Francis Lee on the left, at the back in the middle is Colin Bell, and in the foreground is Mike Summerby. There is Yukino photographing the Etihad Stadium, and it is a fine sight. And of course this is not the only Premier League team in Manchester, or in the Manchester area, because there is also, of course, Manchester United, where we'll go later today. So this is Manchester Elite Station in Manchester, and it's all, as normal, very busy. Lots of people, many tracks and so on. So let's go down here. Or Manchester United Stadium. We are now walking from the station, the main railway station, Piccadilly, towards Piccadilly Gardens. And there are some modern buildings and also some old buildings, which it is a mixture, of course, here of old and new. I suppose most cities are a mixture of old and new. This is, of course, Piccadilly Gardens, and it's a city centre which somehow they've never managed to get it right, with this concrete monstrosity here in the city centre. And having compared with, if you compare it with Nottingham, where I went recently, I think Nottingham is much better. It's kind of a unified whole than Manchester, although Manchester is, of course, a much bigger city. Trams of Manchester, and Manchester is a fine city with lots of both modern and old buildings from the Victorian times. Now this area I prefer rather than Piccadilly Gardens, because we've got the town hall here, which unfortunately is undergoing renovation at the moment, but down here is the library, and I particularly like the library because it's a beautiful circular design. Is Manchester Library, which is a very nice design. I think it's unusual because it's a circular building, which I don't know, it's very attractive in my eyes anyway, and it's a very imposing place, and so we will go in now and see what we can find in terms of food. Merry Christmas, Manchester! There is the Midland Hotel, which is a very famous hotel, perhaps not the best in Manchester now, but an enormous institution, and very famous. And then this is, of course, the Central Library. There is a bee on a honeycomb, and that is, of course, the symbol of Manchester. The bee, the worker bee.
Baby, you and me, no one else.
Manchester United, a completely opposite end of the city, and a completely different place. And this is a bigger fan zone than the one at Manchester City. I suppose a bit more serious, more history, of course, here. It's Manchester United. What else do you want? What do you get in return? What's an offer? It's Manchester United. What else do you want? This is now the Manchester Piccadilly station again. I think we've managed to catch the train we have here, and I mean, it's not far to the train now. We're inside the station and beyond the ticket barrier, so we're okay. And so I think we've enjoyed the day in Manchester, although there was a lot of rain towards the end as we approached Manchester United Stadium. It poured down very, very hard, and so we were soaked before we got into the gift shop. But anyway, we've actually finished now. We're back at the station, and next stop, Chesterfield. So there we are, waiting at the Manchester Piccadilly for the train for Norwich.